I am not the most educated in Umweri, not even in my village in Nei, but I know I took my share. Being a gentleman can be deceptive. But somebody is a gentleman is ambiguous. What is meant by a gentleman from your own angle may not be the same from my own angle and her own angle. Maybe she looks at me, my face, and say, "Oh, this guy is calm. That's gentle." Maybe he has seen where somebody is quarreling with me and I didn't reply back. That's a gentleman. But I want to tell you that everything that happens in town, this is my town. I grew up here. Though I left this village very early. I was so young. I left this village in 1973. Very many of us are in the village, but I left that early. And when I was here, everything that children of my age do, I did all. I did all. I'm from Nei. I do everything that Nei.
Echelon talk.
Achum. I'm on a churro.
Na machuron talk. I busiliye yibo ntam.
Achum talk. I'm a for Kenine. As a matter of fact, at that age, I was looking at myself. I should be about 8, 9. Mana mfonu okekita ngwago kenwonu a.
Emenilia. Okay, nay. I'm actually moya muni ani.
Oh, yeah, very quite a Can you know who we need okay? You know? Mfonu tam ngwage eva abonu tam. Mfonu mbe. Ngwage eva abonu mbe. Mfonu owu. Ngwage eva abonu owu. And if I don't know, okay. I find you in a bob, say, okay. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm with your archaeology, or because we never archaeology, and there you go.
Oh, time, constant, experience. You keep seeing this thing when you were 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, So it gets into you. You got to know it. So that was how I got. Nobody taught me how it is and what you understand? That was how we were there.
That's not in the okay now, say, but I guess Eba in the okay, as if it's in Liabu.
But not the gentle guy, I'm wearing in Nigeria. No, to Nigeria.
No, bros on the nay.
Bros on the nay. I thought so on the nay, yes. So nei omobala bona nei ko si we bateba we batotu unu rienne na ababulia mana nke nei ayi wala agu ekwe ayi wala okpoloto ayi wala odene ayi wala isi eko
mmiri gasịrị ebe ndị a
azụ ka a na-egbu na normal balagano brother bala branch into them we got all of them and we go there to kill fish. You don't know I can swim?
You can?
I can swim.
Muna kilo mi now, can I get buzo yapata? Ndi ba muna ane kwokwe eba na anyị nọ na Hoopla World Studios na Otuocha mwere kita. Oh, mwana oke barista EUGENE. Ben AGHAEBE ka anyị ane kwokwe na azọ ọkwa PG. Na election ndị Umweri na-abịa na March 5 ka mụ na ebe anyị na-atụgharị na-ama njakịrị na-egwuli egwu maka na ọkwa na ifu ụmụnne ọkụ ya ifu ụmụnne ka ọ bụ ma ngị ma eze nne ya ma John ma ya bụsị ofu mkpuke ka abụ unu bụsịkwa nne ya bụsịkwa ndị Umweri so ọ dị mkpa na anyị chetakwa n'ọkwa ife ụmụnne ọkwa ka ọ ga-ejiwa adịla anyị maka anyị ga-ejiwa a na-aga n'iru
ọnụ anyị na-akọ onwe anyị nnọlụ nsị na John Emel nnọlụ nsị na eze nne ya mere adịrọ necessary onwere ulu ọ ga-aba ọ ma mee ka onye votu gị chọrọ ivotu gị gala ivotu gị because ọ ma kọrọ eze nne ọnụ gwa nke o mere gwa nke ọ na-emere ọ ma kọrọ John ọnụ kama ọ ga-efechili m vote o reduce my vote because there were still a lot of people na Umweri nọkwanụ Malo if I never with one and then if I get Oga.
Yes.
So why would you go into all those things? You know, other unnecessary for me, other unnecessary.
No, barrister, I share those thoughts, and nkabo nke to ina zo okwa nke mbụ agbanwe otunogwe agbanwe otunogwe odizia ka na apile akụkụ ka m jugodi ke ife bụ echiche gị taa a na-asịkwa na ndị Igbo na-asị na nke ịtọ nke ịtọ ya atọ si n'aba Jizọs ndị ka anyị ji okwu gị welitere okwu a mgbe ikwuru okwu mbụ na-ekwubete maka na nke abụọ oge nzọnatọ ị na-asọ elekshọn a emeli nke izizi ya kagbuo onye mee nke ịbụọ ọ bụrụ ka chivo ka eme election nwa a council okwu ya. As a person, how did you feel about those cancellations and things?
Disappointed. I was disappointed. Ngwagina Oyaromoya, Mataroma, Imanas. Because each time it will be cancelled on the eve of the election or at the eve of the election. That time you have spent everything that you came with, expecting the results to come, and they will cancel it. Less than 24 hours to the election, it will be cancelled. I never liked it. I never liked it. My properties may have gone. Well, if I sold my house, I cannot bring it back. But I didn't borrow money from anybody. That is why this time that we're doing it, you can see I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. I know Umwe. This is my town. I don't have any other. I know what to do and what not to do. It's unfortunate that the Umweri of today no longer value integrity. They don't. What they value now is finance, and it's not too good. It's not good for this community because we are here today. Tomorrow we don't know where we will be and what will be left of this town. It is not good. In those days, you have seen Simon Wakacha now. I was lucky when you told me and I told you I know him. Maybe you didn't believe I know him. Those ones are the ones who we are looking up to. We heard that when he was primary school, he took distinction. In those days, he went to school. I think he went to Ife. He came out first class. He did all that he did. First class, first class, first class. Everything. So we are looking at him. We are not looking at Fide Okoye. Because those days it was Fide Okoye too. A chartered accountant as well and had a lot of money, you know, to his level. We are not looking at I don't know who had money then. I don't know. We are not looking at them. We are looking at the academic sides. Yes. People that succeeded through
that made names.
You understand?
Geoffrey Badian.
Exactly.
Yes. Geoffrey Badian.
Those are the ones who were Okule.
Yes.
These are the ones. They didn't have money, but those are the ones that I want to be like him.
Yes.
You know. So the money, something that is coming into play now, is not too good for us. Nei quarter is setting a pace, a standard that if we don't check it, we will be in trouble. Because after AZ, it will be Kengato. I don't know who is coming. I don't know whether O2. I don't know, you know. But what they're doing, let me just chip this thing in.
Yes.
It is it's abnormalist that we have quarters in Umwe.
Yeah.
Then when you know Tocha AZ Ikenga if it be here. So everywhere something no to na easy, for instance, the BO2 will go there and drag it with them. And it is meant that the BO2 the more exposed, more enlightened than the B village. In those days I know Nei Adama Alaru note. Also, 12 o'clock, I must go back to Nei. Ndi BO2 cannot come to Nei and sleep there. So it is believed that Utocha are more enlightened than Nei. And if this continues, what it means is that a typical Nei man, I'm a PG Mwe. Because solo Ndi Befa BO2, all of them will go down to Nei and snatch it from them. So let me tell you, if I become the PG, I'll move a motion that if you are in O2 and the thing comes to O2, contest in O2. If you are in any Obodo and let them allow them to contest, because they are human beings as well. I came from the village. I cannot come. If that is the case, then they should also come to O2 to contest. So it's an abnormal, it's an error in the constitution. It's an error, and it has to be specifically written that if contest come, I know you are from Ezi, I know you are from Ikeng, I know you are, but you cannot contest. You should allow them. You should allow them to do their own. So, I am not averse to allowing such things happen. It's not proper.
Okay. Thank you, Barrister. We shifted focus a little to the election before this.
Okay.
You know, that's it's necessary for us to find a base from that. You know, because something happened last time. And that is why we are here. The Bible says that if the old covenant had been perfect, there won't be a need for this. So it is necessary that we look at that past one to understand why there was a need for this. So now that last election, I was asking how you felt when the election was cancelled. Yes.
Yeah, I know I shifted from the
yes. I was asking.
I said I was disappointed.
Yes, you said you were.
I spent everything I had, and the election never came. Yes.
And let me ask, were there lapses that you noticed in the conduct of that last election, or in any aspect of it, that you think ought to be washed out for in this?
Lapses.
In the conduct of the election,
on the side of the electorate.
Generally on the side of the electorate, on the side of government, on the side of any part of it, you was completely satisfied with conduct of election and everything, apart from the fact that it was not held.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. It is comforting to hear that. It's comforting to hear that, and. When we said that you are regarded as a gentleman, you contested it. But I think that's a gentleman's attitude. Now, Barrister, do you really think that if that election had concluded, you would have won?
Yes. Yes. Even this one. All the cries and hues that is going on, I kept my cool. Things happen spiritually. For me, spiritually, I have finished my game. And I know what happens in the spiritual is superior to what happens in the physical. And that is why I am assured. That's why I don't make noise anymore. Because some people will say, the guy is hot tempered, the guy is this, that. And I know how to handle my hot temper. If I go, I go. And if I talk a lot, and it launches me into saying one thing or the other. So how to control it is to be calm. That time, if the election was conducted, some people would tell me that it's because of you they cancelled the election. That they felt you would win. Chuma said it's because of him they cancelled the election.
Because
so because you win. And somebody told me the game is between me and Chuma. Sometimes they will say it's between you and Ezenia. The important thing there is I am always there. Whoever that will say anything will say it's Barrister and Onya. They have never said Onya and Barrister out. And that's an indication that I would have won. This one now I will win. I have settled my case with my gods, with the God in heaven. You know, if God one or two people have asked me to step down. My very good campaigners. It is shocking for me to see even my own small brother is campaigning for somebody and writing for him. My own brother. And if I am not lily-footed, I will get angry. But it didn't shake me. For whatever reason he's doing what he's doing, maybe it's for his stomach. So let him go and fetch for his stomach. But nothing will. It's impossible that he's no longer my brother. It's not possible. You understand? So, but they say a lot of things, but I stand because I had an assurance. You will see what will happen.
Amen. Now, Barrister, I'll just take one question and I'll be done with this. We have very little time left. Now, last time we were talking about you being a gentleman and things like that. And I asked this question because on the personal level, I'm your friend. We've been friends and things. Naturally, I want the best for you. I want you to win. And I know what I know about you as your friend. And also, I'm an Umweri person, and I'm involved in this media work, so my ears are open, I hear things. And I can tell you for free that one of the things, I'm back to the question of gentleman, that one of the objections people had against you last elections, I've said the things they had going for you, that you are a lawyer, you were educated, you're a professional, and that you're a gentleman also. But that aspect of being a gentleman was also something that people were worried of or scary about concerning you, because they felt that they said that it's not just about winning elections, it's about what you do after the government. And it's not all a piece of cake, Sometimes a person who is going to be the PG of Umweri will have to take some hard decisions, will have to do some things that people like myself will not be ready to do. That is why I don't put myself forward for that. And they felt that you are too much of a gentleman, that you'll be too soft, that you will not be able to do the hard things, take the hard decisions about that. What do you have to say about that? If you were elected, do you think that people are right that you are too much of a gentleman to do the necessary and the needful if they should arise? Or do you stand and say that you are not a gentleman like you have said?
Umweri is a peculiar town. Put yourself in such towns as... Anyway, there's no town in Igbo land that doesn't have boundary problems. Fight, communal war, do this, do that. I can't remember. I wanted to mention Onitsha. I know that Onitsha have been in a feud with Obosi, with UGA.
It's not just about boundary problem. There was the question of the Mbulumili people.
I'm a lawyer. I've not said what I want to say. You are distracting me, but let me answer you.
Okay.
Now, I'm a lawyer. There are decisions that we are taking. Me as a lawyer cannot take it. But the one I will take, the end of it will be far better and more punishing than this one. Look at that, they have started this thing and they have abandoned it. There were things that you people mapped out, 1, 2, 3, 4 things that we need to do. Halfway, it is abandoned. If I follow, when I was the chairman of NEI, we had the greatest crisis in NEI during my tenure. And when I won the election to be the NEI chairman, the first thing I did, whether people noticed it or not, I don't know, but I went to Ohum Monastery and I slept there for 7 days. One of the things I asked God is that, please, blood had been spilled in NEI. This regime, 4 years, I don't want one single drop of blood. Nobody knew because I went on my own to go see my God. And to the glory of God, nobody was killed. The 2 people that were killed outside the shores of Nei on their own business, whatever thing they did, is not on me. The issue of taking hard decisions, I will take it on the levels of my profession, on the levels of what I do. I was a lawyer, I am a lawyer. I did a case, a guy that asked the son to rape the mother. And the guy, I met them at Lafia. I didn't go for their case. I went for another case. As I was passing, the guy was hearing me, and he had an Igbo man. If you are moving, people inside will hear you. The guy came to the doorstep like this, on a chassis like this. The guy, small boy. So, Osim, brother, he have to remember I can walk. And I said, who are you? As I was talking to the DC, Deputy Commissioner of Police, was hearing us. I went back to the DC. Osim, yes, I was hearing that guy. He asked them to bring him. You know, said, tell lawyer what you did or I kill you here. Now he brought out his pistol. You may hear the guy, man. Papa, Nenugu State. The guy, Papa Abigwe, the guy came down from US, maybe in one of their coronations, whatever. They had news that the guy came. They came that night and asked the guy to bring all the dollars he came with. The guy was wasting time. That boy, that very boy himself, he shot the guy and died dead. He killed him. But later they were, gathered together. And the police told me that why they kept him is that he gave them a lot of information, but that he has exhausted his information that he will die. Such things, but another of the things that I see as a lawyer. I have done a case that the guy came into and asked the son to rape the mother. The guy said over his dead body. The mother pleaded. Do you know the guy entered the mother? And that idiot still killed the guy and killed the mother. Eventually, law caught him and he was arrested. I did this case. And we case in the lawyers every year. When we were younger lawyers, every year they would bring out those cases from Ministry of Justice. Here in 300,000 just for your Christmas. Cheap case. I did the guy's own. And I asked him, did you do that? I said, yes. Why did you do it? He said that his hands. I did it. The day they condemned that guy, my body is an arm drop. He's a hardened guy. But it looks like there was no blood in myself. All my blood dried. I felt cold in the court. I did it. I saw such things. If anything of such, they say, you are forgetting to say I don't have action. I was asking them to tell me the meaning of action. Because I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. Now, all those things they brought, the moral action, that I don't have, they said so many things about me. Some said the guy is too hard. Some said the guy doesn't have any action. All manner of things. But let me tell you, if you know me very well, ask people that knows me. So how you can approbate and reprobate. The PG of this town, I will do all my things within the confines of law. I did it in Nanei. They thought it was joking, but they all, including Sobe, that is making all this noise. He's my boy. They hacked him.